The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Atlanta Braves were not in the postseason last year, but they've made some key additions, and they're among the league favorites now. There's a real hunger around this team, Chris, and with the fan base, they really think they've got a shot to make some noise this year.
They do, Boog, and I don't think that's unrealistic. They made some nice moves in the offseason, tried to build up their roster, and now they look primed for a big year. Of course, that's not a guarantee of success. We've seen teams go on big spending sprees in the offseason in the past and just not back it up once the games start, but they look like a real contender to me.
And now, all right, moving back to get this one started after this. And going for Atlanta, Chris Sale. Chris, how about a scouting report?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Fought off foul. The 0-2. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Bobby Witt Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. Runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Marte at the plate now, and that's strike one. Ball. Swung on, popped up left side. Sale gets under it. And there's two away. Salvi steps into the box now. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
India jumps out of the way of the first pitch. First and second, two down here on opening day.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
No, that misses. And now 3-0. That's in for a strike, a slider. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baia. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him looking. Royals strand a pair. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. Back after this on the show. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, catcher, Drake.
Next to hit, Drake Baldwin.
Yeah.
Dubon gets his lead at first with nobody out. And it is 2-1. That one missing inside. Three-two now.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Puts a bunt down, and he grabs it in foul ground. Here's 0-1. Bunts it towards the mound. On to first, and that is a big first out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Runners at second and third and 1 out. Matt Olson up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
0-1. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Second and third, 1 away. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That misses. Ball 2. Got him looking for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Batter challenges in a very big spot, and it'll stay a strike. The umpire was correct. So they've only got one challenge left now. Here is Austin Riley. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Brings it in. That is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Sale making his first start of the year, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss. That one not close. Full count now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now it's going to be Michael Garcia on the ground. Throw on to Olson. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Center field. And there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, first base.
So up now for Kansas City, Nick Lofton. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges.
That's a
Not
ball.
sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here on opening day. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Dominic Smith. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. Swings through that one for strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Michael Harris the second. In the air to left center, Collins on the move to the alley. And there are 2 outs.
Batting eighth, right fielder.
Now in for the Braves, Eli White. Grounds one to short. Witt whips it to first. That's the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins. This to third, Riley. Throw is high and over his head, and it's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it. Cost him an extra base too.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Man at second. Out towards right center field. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Royals. Right
And
fielder,
here's a look at how
Starling
he's
Marte.
using his pitches in this one. Starling Marte up to him. Lifted in the air, right center field. White in and to his right. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Royals. Catcher.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Home half of the third. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Mauricio Dubon next up for the Braves. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. There's a strike. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. High throw, and he's safe with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if
Back foot slider struck him out. And next for Atlanta, Drake Baldwin. Walked his first time. Breaking ball misses up and in. The Braves with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. Ground ball right side. Lofton takes it himself. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Braves, second baseman, Ozzie.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Ripped on a line to center. Isbell on his way over. And that is the third out of the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On to inning number 4. No score. Back here in Atlanta as we go to the top of the 4th. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
That clips the corner. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. He reached out to walk his first time.
Nope, outside.
All tied up here on opening day.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Now he's challenging the called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. And a payoff pitch. In the air, right field. White moving under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Royals.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Ball, that's in.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey.
Sale and a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 3-1. There's the strike. Olsen wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now. Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Riley in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Pitch misses there, and now 3-1. That's a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Braves.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now it's Dominic Smith. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
The 0-2. In the air, right field. And the inning is over. Braves go down quickly here. Still no score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
He goes down looking. And now the first baseman, Nick Lofton.
Ball 1.
Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 on the way. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Out, number 2.
Up next for the Royals.
And next up for the Royals, Isaac Collins.
Hey. Ball, that's out.
Hit on the ground to short. Kim. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League. Back at Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And he lays down a bunt. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
Up next for the Braves.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Now here is Eli White. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Late on that fastball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one almost got him. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. This one in the air center field. Isbell. Couple of steps in. One away. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And now it's even up.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Go ahead run on base. Mauricio Dubon getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
The 2-1. On the inside corner for a strike. Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. He continues to roll. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Now it's Bobby Witt Jr. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Marte up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Grounder might be 2. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Royals, catcher Salvador Perez.
Go ahead run on base. Salvador Perez will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hard liner. Pulls it in on the run. Runner tags and goes to 3rd.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. Sliced hard but foul.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect him.
Marte on the move. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into the outfield. To 3rd, safe. And they take the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
Riley. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out.
Up next for the Royals, 3rd baseman Michael Garcia.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Michael Massey now at the plate.
Inside, ball 1.
That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Dubon settles underneath it, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 2-3. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Reagan's back to work. And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. Ball one.
You know, these Braves looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Into left center for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Braves.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Brings it in with a nice running grab. One away.
Up next for the Braves.
One out man at first. Matt Olson next up for the Braves, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Strike two.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here comes Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. This one in the air, center field. And the inning is over. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. We go to the top of the 7th. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Olson. He takes it on his own. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Royals, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end.
Ball one.
Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. A much needed knock for a guy who's been searching for answers lately.
Up next for the Royals, right fielder.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 3 in this one. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and that is that. So 1 left for Kansas City. They're up 2-0.
Now pitching for Kansas
We're back
City,
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Lucas Ursig.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Popped up. Witt. And there's one away.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 1 for 2. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The Royals up by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Harris checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White. In the air to left center, Collins coming on. Long run, nice grab. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. 8th inning coming up. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the 8th. Salvador Perez digs in now. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Perez wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. That's inside. Pulls that one foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and I'm not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
India in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
High fly ball, right field. White under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Royals.
One out man at first. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So a lefty out of the pen, Danny Young.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Perez leads off first with one away. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-1. Young goes 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings and misses, struck him out. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia.
No, inside.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Royals lead 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Mike Yastrzemski.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And that one clips the corner.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball, that's outside.
Got him swinging. Now one away.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Dubon in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The Royals leading by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Braves.
Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves.
Baldwin.
Tap foul at the plate.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Up next for the Braves.
And the Royals manager.
For Kansas City.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Matt Strong.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Isbell drifts towards it. And that is the inning. Mission accomplished from the Royals. Now into the game, Jorge Mateo. He's in at shortstop.
Number 2, Jorge Mateo.
Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. He's there with a double to start the 9th.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the...
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make... Here comes a new arm for the Braves. Kinley.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. That's ripped into the outfield. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
Too high. Ball. That's ball 2.
Next offering upstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Starling Marte. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
So he's already in some trouble and falling behind in the count. Makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Two on, two outs. Ripped to right. And that'll do it. Royals strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Last chance for the home team. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. That misses. Ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late. Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Here comes Austin Riley. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball. Strom, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. That one's upstairs, ball one. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Inside, ball two.
The Royals trying to close out a 2-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a full count now.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right.
Pinch hitting for the Braves, number 15, Joey Bart.
Bart in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The tying run at the plate. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Up next for the Braves.
So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris the second. 1 for 3. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. In the dirt, squirts away from Perez. Roll into third, tag, save. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Gets a piece and stays alive. So the tying run is second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Sets him down looking. Braves down to their final out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Stepping in, Eli White. And that one is inside ball 1. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. The Braves with the winning run at the plate here in the last half of inning number 9. That's inside, and a count 2-1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Strong is just 1 strike away. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the bat, nice win for the team.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.